Hello, lovers. Got a battle here against the guy I found on Cerebi chat called Chris, and I think his name's the Kappa on YouTube. I think he's just starting out, so go sub to him. I might put a link in the description, and I'm pretty lazy. So he leads the napalm. I know the fake out's coming because they all do so. So I go into my Dust Noir, and he U-turns out with a crit. Doesn't really matter. Did fuck all. So yep, I found this guy on Cerebi, so I expected to win. Like, even if you say the Lord God himself was playing on Cerebi chat, I'd expect to win just because he's on Cerebi. So if, I miss a Will-O-Wisp, then hit the next one. So I just basically wasted a turn. I could have been EQing him in the face, but no big deal. No big deal. So now I think I go for an EQ probably, and he withdraws. I'm quite surprised he came in just to T-wave me there. So I go for an Earthquake, and it does plenty, and a Shadow Sneak will do more, being super effective. So I'm just like, haha, got you in the bag, kid. Got you in the fucking bag. No! Power Hacks on the Shadow Sneak. And he uses Shadow Wall to fucking put the biggest chunk in my Dust Noir ever. And I am mad at this point. Look at that. Oh, I ain't even got a special defense drop if that mad. Which it obviously did not. So yeah, I'm going to go for it again, but he saw the priority there, so he switches out, so fuck my life. And I don't want this guy setting up on me, so I'm going to stay in an Earthquake, and hopefully he'll try and set up a sub and just waste it. And if not, then I'll bring something in to counter it, so he won't be getting any Patayarin and shit going down, because that's what all Empoleons do if they're not a lead. Get some original sets, people. Or just use the one down from the top on Smogon. It's not a big deal, just one down. So I go back into my Smeagol because I know I'm faster, and he makes a nice little play there, knows the Spore's coming, so he goes into his burnt Registeel. So now I think I just go for some spikes, Rocket. Get at least 2 layers up being faster than him, and he'll just keep taking this residual burn. And he Thunder Waves me because he's a tard apparently, but yeah, so maybe he was predicting the switch. So yeah. I'm just going to get another layer up then, because I know my sash is intact. And it can't hurt to have 2 thingamajiggers up. And he goes back into the Ambipom. And I must switch here, I must. Oh, I get Power Hacks, so there's nice. That was cool. Only got 1 layer up then. And oh yeah, I predict the fake out here, and I go into my Heatran, and he low kicks me. That was horrible. I died inside a little bit there, I really did. It was disgusting. So I lose my fucking Specs Heatran for nothing. I could have buried with that old guy. God, that hurt me. I go into my Scarf Zapdos because it's going to kill him at this point if he just stays in, and if not, then I'll get some nice damage on anything. So, yeah, the Registeel comes in and it hurts a little bit by the spikes. Should have got hurt more though because I got the Power Hacks. And the T-Bolt hits him fairly hard. So that's okay. And now I think I get out of there, I must. Actually, I might just go for it again. Oh no, I don't. Go into the old Smeagol, and he explodes on my Smeagol, that was cool. So, I go down to my Sash, which is pretty cool. It's the best move I could have done while Dust Noir being dead. And then I think he brings in the Empoleon, which he does. And he makes a fucking retarded play here, I think. Like, could have cost him the whole game. He uses Agility, and I Spore him. And that was huge. He should not have done that. He should have subbed up. Would have been fine and dandy. So I'm going to get my spikes up. The ones I neglected to get up earlier because of Power Hacks. And he's going to stay in, because he's... Heaven forbid we lose our Agility setup. Tip, guys. If you've got an Agility up and you're in like that, don't stay in because you want to save that Agility. It's not worth it. At all, whatsoever. So I bring him a special Uxie and just hit him with a T-Bolt. No matter what he does to me, it's not going to hurt because Uxie's a monster. So he wakes up here and goes for an Ice Beam rather than a Surf. Maybe going for the Freeze, which makes him a douchebag. Or maybe just like over-predicting. So I get some Rocks up, seeing how little he's going to do to me. And I'm just going to finish him off now with a Surf. A T-Bolt, even. Oh, he makes a good play there, though, and subs down to his Patea and Torrent, so... He's only got 1 more attack left in him, he knew that, and he figured he's going to get as much damage out of it as possible. Which is a good play. Because this surf here is going to hurt, I'm not going to lie. It is going to sting like a beast. But all the same though, that and Polo just let me set up all my rocks and all my spikes and shit. So I'm looking quite good now. I've got an Azumarill in the wings, I've got my Zapdos in the wings, and the plan is use Uxie to just shuffle him around enough to get him weak and finish him off with those two sweepers. Let's see how that pays off. So Uxie's sitting quite pretty right now. And in comes an Alakazam. And it might die to Stealth Rocks here. Not quite. So I fired on my Smith. Oh yeah, this was right. He Shadow Balled and I think he's choice. So he just stays in and keeps going for it. So I get him to sleep. And he just stays in like a moron. And I wasn't going to upload this because it was such a bad play. But turns out when I get Power Hacks and he wakes up, Shadow Balls, I go for a Transform thinking he'd still be asleep, and then the Shadow Ball ends up hitting me. So although he was playing terribly, for some reason I played even worse there, so fuck my life. So let's get into Azumarill at this point, go for an Aqua Jet, finish it off. Good times. So I've still got my Uxie, my Zapdos and my Azumarill, and he's got 3 as well, but I've got my setup on the ground, so I'm liking my odds at this point. Then in comes a Breloom. So I'm okay, I need a Sleep Fodder, because that's what you do with Breloom. You Sleep Fodder, then you go to something that resists Fighting and Grass, because that's what they'll do. They'll sub up and they'll Focus Punch. So I was like, okay, Sleep Fodder the Uxie, go into Zapdos, kill it, no big deal. However, not many people see this coming, and he predicted really well here and has an unusual Breloom set, so I give it to him. And he goes for the Stone Edge on the Switch. Now right there cost me the game. Like, I don't regret going into it because that was a really original move on Breloom. No, I've never seen Stone Edge on it before, so kudos to that man. So I think Azumarill's bulky, he can live a Seed Bomb, and if not, then I am screwed. So I stay in, I'm going for the Ice Punch. And it's going down and down and down and live on 26! I am a man. And the Ice Punch is blatantly going to bury that cunt. Pardon me. So he's only got 2 Pokemon left, is it? Yeah. He's got an Ambipom and I found out at the end he's got a Machamp. So that Ambipom is really weak and it's got Life Orb, so I'm hoping I can just wear it down. So he goes for a Fake Out. And crits me! Hey-oh! Doesn't really matter, it's not like I can do at this point. Unless his last guy was a Heat Round or something, I was not going to win. So I finish off the Ambipom with my Azumarill. And go into he goes into his Machamp, takes some Stealth Rock and some Spikes, and I go for an Aqua Jet and it's not going to kill. So good game, the Kappa. Even though he played quite well, it hurt me to lose to a guy on Cerebi Chat, I'm not going to lie. My bones ache from the bad. But either way though, catch you guys later. Ciao for now.